Okay, it's not that straight. So here's the deal. Shooting Stars is at 9, Julian Clary at past, and Have I Got News for You at 10. BBC Two's Comedy Zone every Friday from 9.
Don't miss it.
Late night horror now on BBC One with The Beast of Friday the 13th. And in part 8, Look Out New York.
Imagine being the biggest bankrupt in this country.
The fear is being convicted and going to prison.
Imagine being accused of fraud.
I couldn't walk in the street in London without someone saying crook.
Imagine the pressures of building a case over 5 years.
And for Kevin, it's got to be like being on death row.
I don't like talking about it in front of the others, because then they get upset.
For Kevin Maxwell, it was a reality.
I mean, there are times when you actually feel the physical weight of the state.
A fly-on-the-wall account. The trial of Kevin Maxwell, Tuesday at 10:25 on BBC One.
Demonic doings down the mortuary in the late-night movie now on BBC One, all in the worst possible taste, and introduced by Dr. Terror.
Ladies and gentlemen, live, but not as you know it, from Television Centre in the throbbing heart of West London, please welcome the sinister Minister of Menace, Dr. Terror!
Hello there. Welcome to Puke Box Jury, the celebrity panel game in which our guests try to decide whether a given horror film will be a hit or a miss, voting on whether elements of its storyline are frightening or just stupid. Tonight, we're very happy to have with us a glamour model, Samantha Cowell, who doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
70s supergroup survivor Rick Haggard, who can't remember anything. And wild man of rock, Icky Coates, who couldn't give a monkey's armpit about anything anyway. They're here because they're desperate for any exposure at all. I'm here because it's this or Radio 2. First up is Phantasm, selected as one of the worst films of 1979 by Barry Norman. And why not? Because he's wrong. That's why. This is the one about the sinister undertaker who murders victims with flying silver spheres and shrinks the corpses to dwarf size, brings them back to life as monk-robed zombies, and ships them off to another dimension where they're used as slave labor. Yes, it may sound far-fetched, but I can guarantee that the only other films to feature such a premise are Phantasm 2 and Phantasm 3. Director Don Coscarelli realized 5 years before A Nightmare on Elm Street that a series of wild images, campy characters and knee-jerk shocks could be strung together without the need to resort to anything like logic. You see, it may not make sense, but it's funny and it's scary. And that, Mr. Norman, is its job. So, jury.
Smells really, really good.
I think it's a hit.